All right, happy Monday, Falcons. So we are back, and just first of all, overall, I was so impressed by the work that was turned in last week. It really started to come together, everything we've been doing the last 7 weeks in this remote learning environment. And you guys have really learned a lot about light because you did not know that much when we first started. So, first of all, just really proud of what we've been doing. Look into the future. We do not have a whole lot of time left, believe it or not. I know it seems like forever that we've been doing this remote learning, but we have 4 weeks, including this week. Okay. So this week, we're going to finish up the last little part of chapter 2. I'm going to skip around a little bit in chapter 3 because I want to be wrapped up with like amplify stuff kind of by the middle of next week. I want to do some optical illusion labs with you guys. And then the last 2 weeks, I want to work on our egg drop challenge. Okay, so the last couple weeks, we're going to just kind of do some fun science activities is the plan, just so you guys know what's coming. So we're going to wrap up light. The first thing we're going to do is those optical illusions after we wrap up the light stuff because it works, it ties in. All right, so today I'm trying something new this week. I've tried Pear Deck before. I know some of your other teachers might have used it, but I'm going to do 2 Pear Deck assignments this week. So today is a Pear Deck assignment and Wednesday. But today's Pear Deck is going to go along with this graphic organizer for tomorrow. So I'm going to explain both in my video today. All right, so the Pear Deck, I do already have it open somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so just like kind of usual, how are you feeling today? I'm doing okay. So here I have it student paced for you. Here's what it looks like. So the link is going to be in Classroom. So if you need struggle finding that, let me know. And then make sure that you verify that it's you on your Google account. Like if you're sharing a computer with, a sibling that I don't know their name, make sure your name's attached to this so that I can grade it for you. Okay. All right. So first thing is this video, if you didn't figure it out. And then based on the video, you're going to write something you learned from the video. This is my way to make sure more people start watching my videos. It's killing me. All right. So again, like I said, this week we're doing the Pear Deck today and the graphic organizer goes along with it. Then you're going to have a different Pear Deck on Wednesday. We're going to do some hands-on activities and then we're going to do a sim that will go along with Wednesday's work is what that is. And then like normal, your learning log. All right, we got office hours. We have office hours today from 1 to 2. Mondays, I really don't get very many people joining. Today, it would be a good day to join. Say hi to me. All right, so in case you haven't seen Pear Deck before, this is one of the interactive things. So this is the draggable. You need to drag it. It says drag the draggable to the objective of the lesson. So you need to read the slide yourself and then drag this to where it goes. Same with this one. We're going to drag the draggable to the statement that explains how melanin protects against skin cancer. So these were some review facts about melanin that we learned last week and the week before. But which one is explaining why exactly it protects against skin cancer? Okay, I'll read this one. So previously, you observed that Australia had a higher skin cancer rate than places that receive the same amount of sunlight. We'd like to know more about how this is possible. I'm sending data about Australia and Brazil. Please continue to compare these 2 countries and learn about why Australia's skin cancer rate is higher, even though Brazil receives the same amount of sunlight. Good luck. So we know that UV light causes skin cancer and that melanin protects against skin cancer. Now you'll receive more evidence about melanin levels and UV light levels in both Australia and Brazil to find out how these factors might affect skin cancer rate in these countries. And a few of you did start connecting these ideas last week in some of your answers, and that was really great. Okay, so here's our first, well, not our first, but here's our evidence that we've kind of already seen. We've seen this sun map. Remember, it's showing the amount of sunlight. So if we compare Brazil and Australia, what does this map show about the amount of light Brazil gets compared to the amount of light Australia gets? So I need that typed right here. Okay, the next one is like you just choose one, but we have a graph here and it's showing us which graph shows the population with the most melanin. So we have Brazil, and it has the number that have very low melanin to the low melanin to high to very high melanin, and Australia, very low, low, high, high. Which one has the most melanin based on the graph? Okay, so that was melanin. Now we're looking at the actual amount of UV light. So we know we get the sunlight, but there are certain places on the globe that get more of the UV light from the sun. So we have 0 would be like a white color. Pinkish is like a medium amount of UV light. And then yellow is the most UV light, just so you read. Okay, so which country? Okay, then based on those two new concepts, the two new pieces of evidence is the UV light and the estimate melanin. So based on all this and what we already knew about the amount of light both get, we have some claims now. And you can put a draggable on one claim, or you could put a draggable on two claims. You can have actually two claims that you agree with. So the claims are, claim 1, Australia gets a lot of sunlight. Claim 2, there is something different about the sunlight in Australia. And claim 3, more people in Australia have skin that is easily damaged from the sun. So again, you can move one draggable or you can move two, put them on whichever claim you think is true. And this will again help you with tomorrow's assignment. So if you'd like to, after you finish this Pear Deck, work ahead and go into tomorrow's assignment, it already is going to be on Google Classroom. You get to see my friend on my text. Let's see, is it this one? Yes. So Google Classroom, the assignment is right here. Why is Australia's skin cancer rate so high? Okay, let me first explain. You're supposed to write a formal argument if I was going to follow Amplify. I decided to put it more in a graphic organizer, but you better be not writing me one word, couple word answers in these boxes. I want complete sentences. Okay. So you've been investigating why Australia's skin cancer rate is so high. The Australian Health Alliance has asked you to write a short argument that explains this to the Australian public. I am just making you fill out this graphic organizer instead of putting the whole argument together, but it better be complete and thorough. Remember to explain how your evidence supports your claim to make your argument as complete and convincing as possible. You can agree with one or both of the claims. So here are the two claims that you can agree with one or both of them. So here is the evidence that we just saw in the Pear Deck about the melanin. And you're going to, in this box then, put your sentences that are about this evidence. So how can it help you explain why the skin cancer rate is higher in Australia than Brazil, even though the two countries receive the same amount of sunlight? And right here is some sentence frames that might help you when you're writing this. But what claim is this supporting? So claim 2 or claim 3, and then explain the evidence. And then same with this map that was showing us the UV light. Okay, so those are the assignments for Monday the 11th, and then the graphic organizer is the assignment for Tuesday the 12th. So the Pear Deck should be turned in by Tuesday morning. The graphic organizer should be turned in by Wednesday morning. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Come check in with me in office hours, and I will talk to you guys later.